Now, Rispah Faith, we all know her. I think we first knew her from, was it Nairobi Diaries or something? They were at the same time with Vera Sidika.
Yeah.
We know her for having a huge dere whatever. We know her for having a few failed surgeries because she's always talking about, I went for lipo. And we're like, girl, where? Where did you go for lipo? Anyway, that is neither nor there. We know her for all of these things. And let me tell you why I'm being so catty about it. It's because people will go for these surgeries and then turn around and be brand new and start selling teas and start, go for surgery and start selling lightening creams. It's all a scam, and that's just my problem with her, Just say it. Just say, I bought it from my doctor. I went to the doctor and did this. I went to the doctor and had these injections. Instead of selling me soap for 700 shillings, na unajua vizuri haita change color yangu ya skin, okay? Stop doing that. Stop using your platform for that. Anyway, I digress. This time she is talking about her marriage, and she's giving us a blueprint to a successful marriage. Now, I think we should listen to her because her and Brayo have been together for a hot minute. They have not broken up. Even if they have tiffs, we've never heard of drama between her and Brayo, even when the in-laws are doing the most and trying to expose them. And this is what she says. That for you to be in a marriage, for the 6 years she has been in a marriage, she does not expose her lover's secrets, or rather her partner's secrets. Even when they have a disagreement, even when they're fighting, even when anything happens, she won't go to a friend and say, even his mouth stings, even his breath is this, even he snores in bed. She just is very protective of her husband. And I think I've told Kathomi this story before about how there's a certain cousin of ours, they were having a problem with their marriage, and it was a lot. He was doing the most, and she left him. But even after they reconciled, Mimi Bado, I hate that man. I'm like, you did that girl dirty.
Bombastic.
And that's just the risk of telling other people what is going on in your relationship. Nyinyi mtarudiana, but everyone else is looking at him like, hata nakojonga kwa kitanda, sijui kwa nini anakaa. She said, I am paraphrasing exactly what Rispah Faith is, There's just an importance of covering or having your partner's back. And you'd think she'd stop there because at this point you're making sense. She goes on to say, another thing that she has not done in the 6 years of their marriage is let their domestic helper cook meals for her husband, okay? Whether it is raining or shining, she will make all the meals for her husband. Now, there's no problem with that. It was just the problem with the delivery, because she went on to say how modern women are so engrossed in their careers and so taken away by everything in their lives that they do not focus on their marriage. But my question is, if you're doing it genuinely, if you just genuinely want to cook for your man, you genuinely want to make him a meal, you genuinely just want to do that, and you have the capacity to do so, there's no problem with that. But my problem is when you start trying to shame other people who have careers. You're like, yeah, you're so busy, you never take care of your man. That's a problem with these modern women. That's where I have the problem, because not all of us have the capacity to be able to make full course meals for our husbands every single day. And at the same time, does your husband also make these meals for you? Ama, you've just decided that your role in this household will be to cook for this man, whether it is raining or shining, whether you're stuck in traffic and getting home at 9 p.m., you will not find him having eaten. Atakuwa amekaa hapo na njaa, anakungojea upike chakula. Is that not nonsense? Is it not nonsense,
I feel like there are rules of engagement for every relationship. And I think these are the things that we need to comply by, not what society is trying to set standards for, of what is an ideal woman or an ideal man. One, are you in a relationship wherein your partner even wants you to be at home? Because some people want the fiance and the wife at home, the stay-at-home wife. Some people are like, girl, you better be out there doing something. Me najua for real. If I decided today to be a housewife, that would be a problem. It's an end-all, be-all type situation. Why? Because you start to lack respect for someone who, this is just, again, my relationship. In a situation where you've discussed these things and someone has really clearly explained to you that it's not even a matter of you bringing money nanny or being the sole breadwinner of this household. It's just a thing of have something you're doing. You know, even if it's charity work, even if you're out there just, I don't know, unafagia streets for volunteer work, do what you need to do, but keep yourself and your mind busy. Don't let your mind rot simply because you want to be stuck at home being a housewife. That's when you start to pick on small things and pick fights about the least bit important things. Why did you put the sahani very close to the sink? Just put it inside the sink. Why did you not? When is the last time you wore these boxes? I've been telling you about them. You've been like, you start to pick fights over the smallest things because your whole life is just home. But that is, again, a preference. Some people want that. Some people want to be daunted upon. Some people want that 3-course, 5-course, 7-course meal every single day. And they want to be greeted at the beginning of the day in the morning with lingerie and like all of these things. So it's a per household situation. If you and your partner have sat down and have agreed, this is the terms of engagement of your relationship, then comply. If you have decided that the terms of arrangement or engagement for your relationship are completely different, then do that. Don't be trying to compare your relationships with people like Rispah Faith. We don't know how she got. Do you know? We don't know her story. All we know is that she met her husband, they fell in love, and he decided he was going to marry. We know very little about these people's relationships. So stop trying to compare your relationship with someone off of social media. You're never privy to everything. Yeah? We're never privy to the fights that they have. We don't even know whether that's what. Do you know? Your relationship, your rules of engagement. That's all you can say. If you want to cook for your man until the crack of dawn, if you want to be the person waking up at 5 o'clock because you know he has to go to work at 6 o'clock and you're over there cracking eggs and doing all of these things as you're singing and asking the little birds like Cinderella to come and, save your Prince Charming, do you, boo?
Unategwa na masufuria at the crack of dawn.
We will not stop you. If you want to do your career and push and not have children until you're in your 40s, do you, boo?
As long as you're happy, Chomi.
Exactly.
Chomi,
hey,
if you're happy,
hey,
it's okay.
Let me tell you, Maina.